And welcome to Informed Sources on News Channel 3, where we talk about the week's big stories with local voices. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman, and here are tonight's hot topics. We'll focus on education and the Memphis-Shelby County School District. There's a new superintendent in charge and plenty of issues to discuss, including TCAP testing and third grade retention. We'll talk with the chairwoman of the MSCS board. We'll also discuss the looming budget talks happening both at City Council and County Commission, and a large part of both budgets will be going to fund crime fighting. But there could be a battle brewing over the budget for the sheriff's office. We'll hear from Sheriff Floyd Bonner and have reaction from city and county leaders. And it's a vital link in the Mid-South Transportation Network. Now plans are in the works to replace the aging Memphis and Arkansas bridge that carries Interstate 55 over the Mississippi River. We'll take a closer look at that project. Let's begin tonight with education. It is a period of transformation at the Memphis-Shelby County School District. There's a new superintendent at the helm, and plans are underway for new schools, including the new East Region High School in Cordova. Earlier this week, we had a chance to see the plans filed with the Land Use Control Board. MSCS plans to buy a 46-acre tract of land on Fisher Steel Road near Germantown Parkway to build a new campus, which will serve as a replacement for Germantown High School. The plan calls for a 375,000 square foot main school building with a 65,000 square foot field house. The campus would also include athletic fields and a football stadium. The Land Use Control Board is scheduled to take up the plan on June 13th. I'm joined now by Althea Green, the chairwoman of the Memphis-Shelby County School Board. Chairwoman Green, glad to have you back on the show again. Been a long time.
It's been a while, but I'm happy to be here with you.
Our pleasure. Before we get into new school construction, I do have to ask and get your thoughts on what unfortunately happened this week during a high school graduation. A fight involving a couple of students, and I believe this was at Hamilton High School, their graduation at the Cannon Center. Your thoughts on what happened?
Well, I was very disappointed, and I want parents and the community to understand that graduations are very sacred and they are very important for students. They've gone through school for 13 years. That's just one incident, and we will have many graduations. So I want the community to know that safety at our graduations is still something that would be a priority for us. That one incident does not define Memphis-Shelby County Schools. We still have a valedictorian and a salutatorian from Hamilton to brag about. And so I want the community to know, let's focus on the positive. That's just one incident, but I can assure you that won't happen again.
But I can still sense, though, your sense of disappointment. Is there anything else we could have possibly done to prevent situations like that?
I think Dr. Fagan is looking at now probably the rest of the graduations that we're having. The ones that I've attended, the students have always been in front of me. So that was a little different when I watched last night and the students were on the stage. And so I think going forward, we will continue to go back to review what could we have done different and just make sure going forward that we have a plan and all of our high schools will follow the same plan.
As you also know, it's also prom season as well, and who can attend prom, how they dress, what they wear, these things have come up involving this school district. Let's talk about that situation.
Let's talk about the Oak Haven High School prom. The young man who's getting ready to go to the military, who missed this prom because a device was missing that they later found. And so a very unfortunate incident. You only get to go to the prom once. But what I can say is that some of the community people have stepped up. And there will be a prom for that young man tomorrow night with about 75 students. I was able to donate, pay for the DJ, and so I'm happy. I recognize we can't take that pain away, but what we can do is still celebrate him before he leaves to go to the military, to let him know Memphis-Shelby County Schools is proud of you. We're sorry about what happened, and let's go forward.
One thing you talked about earlier when we started our conversation was about safety and schools, and of course a lot of debate throughout the state of Tennessee and right here in Shelby County and throughout the Mid-South whether or not teachers should be armed essentially in the classroom in school buildings, especially in light of what happened in Nashville about a year or so ago. Your thoughts on that? It seems Memphis-Shelby County Schools' new superintendent say we will not arm our teachers.
Exactly.
Is this the right decision?
And I think after meeting with Representative Mark White and getting the history behind why that bill was passed, because we have schools in the rural area who don't have security in the building, no SRO. And so somebody in the building need to be ready in case something happens. And so we couldn't just pass a law and say, oh, it's for the rural counties. The law was passed for the state of Tennessee. But it was left up to the superintendent. And Dr. Fagans has talked to C.J. Davis, Bonner, and we passed a resolution. And so we don't have to worry about teachers being armed in Memphis Shelby County schools. As I travel around the school district, Alex, I talk with teachers each and every day. They're asking for a new salary, which they just got, and so they're happy. They're asking to make sure that we have great insurance. They're asking for supplies for their classrooms and their schools. They're not asking to be able to carry a gun. And so I want parents to know that won't be a concern for parents to worry about whether a teacher, we will not have any teachers in our district carrying weapons.
I know you and I have talked about this many times when we have done various stories here on WREG about this issue. Also, I know you voiced the other concern is also about teachers have enough on their plates as it is. Your take on that?
I think teachers need to be able to teach. Teaching is a very difficult job. I taught for 38 years, and so I understand what you have to do in order to teach children. You know, you've got to watch out for their mental state, their physical state. You know, teaching is a hard job. And so I don't want to be concerned about whether my gun is going to fall off if I go to the bathroom, or whether if I'm breaking up a fight, I'm accidentally something happens. And so I think teachers need to focus on educating students. That's what we pay them for.
Talking about money, we're also talking about the millions of dollars that's been requested by Memphis Shelby County Schools when it comes to the funding of new school buildings and essentially rehabbing some of the existing facilities as well. We're talking about, I think, in the ballpark of about $200 million, if not a little bit more. Is that the right figure we should be looking at, and will that money, can it be found?
I think that money can be found. When you look at most of our buildings are over 60 years old. And when you think about a child may never live in a new house, but a child deserves to attend a new school. We need to build more schools. And as we work closely with our county commissioners and now even talking with our city mayor, I'm sure that we will be building more schools. But I'm looking forward to the 2 schools that we're focusing on right now.
Very quickly here before we have to wrap up, TCAP test results could be coming back, I guess, sometime very soon. And of course, last year the big debate was about 3rd grade retention, students not advancing. How do you think we'll fare this year, and what safety nets are in place, and are they needed?
One of the things that we've done before and after school tutoring, having more tutors in buildings with literacy coaches in buildings, making sure that those students attend Summer Learning Academy, Fall Break Academy, Spring Break, and so just making sure that they're getting extra support. Parents have been attending community meetings, making sure parents understand the importance of literacy. So I look forward to our scores going up this year, and those 3rd graders will be in great shape.
Chairwoman Green, always good to see you.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here on Informed Sources. All right. When we come back, we'll shift our focus from education to fighting crime. We'll talk with city and county leaders as they prepare their budgets for the next fiscal year. That's coming up next.